Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. I think this little bit of rain has passed. Time to get with it. Still sprinkling a little bit, not enough to matter. Let me get my tools I purchased. Go over here, solder these ABS sensors up. Check this fuel tank rig I'm gonna try to do and get cracking. I'm gonna kick this tinker day off with something easy so I can start out with a win. I actually went by 2 stacks and forgot the main thing I went there for, but I did get a few things. I'm gonna go ahead and get this tie rope off my tow hitch receiver. That thing's been there bugging me for a while. I'm gonna cut it off with a razor. Success. Didn't cut myself or anything. Winning, people. Time to move on to something else. Got these washers from Home Depot, trying to make myself a cast nut. I thought this might fit through that spare hole. It didn't. So I cut the edges off of it, 2 sides off of it. Now I'm going to see if it'll fit in that hole in there. Then I'm going to glue or epoxy this nut on there and have it in there like that, glued on the inside. And then I'll have a way to drive a screw up there. So let me see if this fits. Then I'll break out the epoxy. Fits up in a hole nice and easy, so I'm gonna try to epoxy this to this, and then I'm gonna feed it in that hole, get it in place, and then epoxy that in the hole, and then I'll have a homemade cast nut that should allow me to grab it and secure my fuel tank. Quick setting steel reinforcement epoxy. Should be for steel automotives. So let me go ahead and mix a little bit of this, get it on there, secure that, and then we'll work on getting it up in the hole, secured in the hole. Mix some of this epoxy up. Let me get my needle nose pliers. Use that. I'm gonna dip this in here. I'm not trying to get none up in the hole, so I need to blow that out of the hole. That's not going to work. I got that thing set in the middle of it, so 15 minutes or so, I'm going to run a bolt through there, make sure I can get a bolt in there, clear the threads. In the meantime, I need to find my soldering iron and solder my ABS wires to those sensors on that thing. Found my soldering iron. That stuff is still a little gooey, and I did run the bolt up through there and it got gooey on it. So I think as long as I do this within a few hours, I'll be okay. It says set in 6 minutes, cures in 4 to 6 hours, so I should be fine. Let me find my solder, and actually I just purchased some new solder because I didn't have faith that I would find the solder that I have. Let me find my harness so I can solder that thing over there. Hey, there's most of those tools I was looking for. Hardest thing about being a mobile mechanic is putting your tools where you can find them. So here's the harness that came off the car. As you can see, pulling the wires through, a lot of the insulation just falls right off the wires. It's probably not good. If I had some vacuum hose, I'd probably cover these back up. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of vacuum hose to do that. So, wonder if I should go buy some vacuum hose to slide these wires through, which of course would be a hard task to do. So I'm gonna move forward with these. I'm going to test them with my ohm meter, make sure there's no breaks in them, and then I'm gonna solder them on my rear end over there. Wires check out good. Let me go hook them up. Taking the anti-sway bar off of this rear end, Got those bolts out there. The ones from IPD, both of the bolts on this end are bent for some reason. I don't know if it hit something or what, but they're both bent. Then I took one bolt out this side, and then the two bolts out this side. So I took one of these trailing arm end bushings off to help maneuver this out. So should be able to get this out pretty easy. Let me work on that. I didn't want to take this one out or loose because I didn't want to mess up the alignment. Brushed as much rust off of those bolts as I could. Now I'm going to lather them up with some brake parts grease. Either that or find some anti-seize to lather them up. I'm not going to put it on the threads where I got to thread it, but I'm going to put it on all that shaft stuff, so hopefully that stuff won't rust. When putting your anti-sway bar back on, you got to get these two bolts in first and then get this lined up, have those in. And man, this thing is already twisted. So when I tighten this down, it should straighten this up. But because of the way it's sitting, it's got some kind of twist in it that the sway bar is trying to straighten out. I could pivot this one way or the other, and that'll sit more straight. Anti-sway bars installed from the IPD, man. Now I could lather these up with anti-seize, grease, or lithium spray, anything to kind of resist the rust. And those two. The good thing about this setup I got from Albuquerque is there are absolutely no cracks in these bushings. And unfortunately, the C70 one has cracks in it. So those bushings need to be replaced. I got a brand new one over there. I can show you what they look like out. Let me grab that. Here's a brand new one. It says Phoebe, Germany. Probably safe to use. Of course, it's brand new, so there's no cracking or nothing in it. I also have a Volvo one that I got from David over there in Knoxville area. Now, the ones in Panther, of course, rotted out, busted up, cracked, skipping, deteriorated. It has met its 500,000 mile warranty limit. Let me lay this down and get these sensors wired in. I'm not going to mess with the parking brakes until I get it mounted. I think it would be easier to deal with that mounted than it will be on the ground. That is still setting up. I should have set the nut down here and put this epoxy around it, because I got a little bit in those threads and I'm having problems getting my screw to screw in and out of there. It's trying to grab a little bit with the little bit of stuff they got on the threads. So got my fingers crossed on that one. Got these sensors wired up, soldered, and double heat shrinked. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in place. Then I'm going to put the fuel tank up. Can you believe that? I found it. I found the hose that goes right there. So I'm gonna put that on. Then I'm gonna slide this rear suspension in place. On the Volvo 850s, back here by the fuel filter, right rear tire, you have a rollover valve, shuts fuel off in the event that the car rolls over. It has funny shaped vacuum lines on it. One end is smaller than the other. That's the big end, that's the small end. These rot out a lot. May give you an evap code, may not. That's the part number for it. Vacuum lines for the rollover valve. Almost forgot this. Got to do one of two things. Get that screw out of there, or replace that whole bracket thing with all that stuff attached to it. So I'm going to try to get this screw out. I'm going to heat it up and try to turn it out with vice grips. Have the wire run back in and strapped in, plugged in up here. Now I'm going to go down and get this fuel tank secure with my little crazy nut I made. So this thing is set. It's not moving around. The nut goes in and out without a lot of hassle. That's nice. So I gotta get this pushed up through this hole here and lined up over that hole there, and then squirt some epoxy up there to hopefully hold it in place when I tighten it down. So let me get something and get this pushed up through there and get it in place. I hope it fits. If not, I'm gonna have to open this hole up a little bit. Ooh, it's tight, but I think it's gonna go in. Have some epoxy on this zip tie. I should have epoxied this zip tie to it. That way I could have put it in place and then cut the zip tie off. So let me figure out how to get this on here so that I can lead it in the position. I took the zip tie and I fished that thing in there, and it is sitting right where I need it to sit. So I'm going to take the nut and line that thing up just right and get some epoxy up there and put this strap up here and secure it in place. It's pretty much where I need it to be. I mixed some epoxy, took the zip tie, put it up in that hole, and then I set this nut over there with that washer thing. Now I need to get it lined up so that I can get the screw in there later. That looked like that might be pretty good right there. So I need to make sure that's lined up so that everything works for me when it's set. I hope that's close enough. Looks off just a little bit. Looks like the nut slid on the bracket. That might not be good. I think I got it. I think the nut is straight. I'm gonna put a little bit more epoxy right around the edges of that. So hopefully it'll set it in place in an hour or two. I have this nut up here sitting, curing with epoxy. I can get a screw started, but I can still move it around a little bit. I don't like the fact that I can move it around. I'd rather it be rock solid. So I'm gonna let that sit overnight before I use the screw to screw it in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come out here in about an hour or two and put some more epoxy where that bracket goes. Let that sit overnight, and I think I'll be better off. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Didn't get a whole lot done, but I got this thing ready to hang, man. I thought I was gonna be hanging today, but it's just not set, so I'm gonna pass. Wrap it up, go inside, watch the Olympics. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.